Hello, fellow classmates. Today I'm here to tell you a little story. And this story is definitely true. So, my junior year of high school was very stressful, obviously, known as the hardest year. And I remember it was towards the end of the year and a lot of tests and all that. And I remember my history teacher was putting on an end of the year party. And he asked me, his name was Mr. Conforti, and he was the worst teacher ever. But he asked me to make Oreo snowballs, which is the dessert that you crush up Oreos and then put it in a ball and cover it in white chocolate, you know. And so I was like, sure, Mr. Conforti, I'll bring it to the party tomorrow. Well, meanwhile, that night, I'm all cozy in my pajamas, and I realized that I had forgotten to make the Oreo balls. So I was like, oh, I gotta go do this right now. So in the process of rushing, I decide to put the Oreos in the blender to crush them up rather than the bag, and I used to hit it with spoons to crush it up. So I was going to do it the fast way, right? And put it in the blender. So I put it in the blender, turn the blender on, they blend. Then I pour them out into a bowl, and because of the cream inside the Oreos, some of it was stuck in the bottom of the blender container. And so I was like, well, I'm going to get everything out, so I can get as much as I can. So I put the thing back on. It is completely off. And I reached down into the blender to kind of scrape it out with my fingers. And my fingers were under the blade, trying to get it out from under the blades. And somehow, I still to this day don't know, but somehow the power turned on high. And my hand was stuck in the blender. And my reaction obviously was I jerked my hand out and I didn't look at my hand because I thought I lost my fingers. And so I turned around. We had a sink right behind us, so I turned around and put my hand in the sink, and I screamed, obviously, when it happened. And my dad was on the phone in the other room and came running in and turned so white and did not know what to do because Mom wasn't home. So Dad realizes that I am going to have to go to the hospital, that the injury was very severe. So in the meantime, I'm still not looking at my hand. And I think to myself, I'm about to go to IBC in 2 years, and what can I do without fingers? Because I'll never be able to play piano, is what I was thinking in my head. So Dad grabs a towel that was by our door because, get this, we were in the middle of a blizzard. And so we had towels by our door to dry off. And so Dad grabbed one of the towels, wrapped it around my hand, and we got in the car and went to the hospital. On our way there, the car is completely frozen over. We cannot see through the window, so Dad rolls the window down in freezing weather, sticks his head out the window, and is driving like this. He runs 6 red lights, and I thought we were going to get a ticket. We pull into the hospital. Mom beat us there. I go in. I'm just bawling. Rewind. I remember that I got so mad at my dad because we were in the car on the way to the hospital, and he didn't know what to do or say. And all I remember, I was in shock from losing so much blood, but I do remember this vividly. All I remember is my dad saying, "Does it hurt?" And I was so angry when he said that because, no, duh, it hurts. And I just remember going, "Yes!" And, don't talk to me again, basically, or something like that. So we get to the hospital, and thankfully, someone in our church works in the emergency room, so we called him, and he got me back way faster, which was great, because I would have had to wait forever. All I know is that about 30 minutes later, whatever medicine they gave me, I was real happy, real good. I got 7 stitches and 4 fingers, and I did not lose a finger, which was a miracle, although they said it was very close to cutting a couple nerves. So, long story short, and the moral of the story is if you decide to make a dessert for a school project, buy Debbie Snacks.